there, everyone. I'm back because it was another really hot and humid day. Sound familiar? Well, it was a really hot day today. Hot, humid. So again, I thought, you know what? I'm going to work inside and I'm going to work on another vlog. This is stuff that I've just been collecting. This is one of, the ones I call bits and bobs kind of vlog, where I just put in some random things that I've been filming with the garden. And of course, I know a lot of you have wanted to have an update on the bird, which I have at the end of the video. And I've done a couple of concerts, so there's just a little bit of that in there as well. It starts with a day, I don't know how many days ago this was, but just a typical summer day when I had made myself a nice iced coffee and sat on my deck for a little while. So let's just get into it, all right? You're hot, aren't you? Hot out there. Poor boys. Hey, poor boys. Too hot today. Hey, Breeze. Hey, Hobbit. It's too hot. Well, I'll just stay inside today. Right, Max? Huh? Yeah. Good morning. Made myself a nice big iced coffee. Yeah, here I am back in my Pebbles hairstyle. That's what I live in the summertime. It's gonna be a fairly hot day, but so far it's nice this morning. I have the horses out in the pasture, enjoying the grass that has grown from all the crazy rain that we had. The heat and humidity is definitely making the garden grow, and the weeds. So there you see some photos of what I've got growing in my garden. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm just self-taught, so sure I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm not showing a lot of pictures of the garden as it is because, you know, it's very bare looking because all the plants are not that big yet. That's where you gotta be patient. It takes like 3 years, I guess the saying is. First year they sleep, the second year they creep, and then the third year they leap, so we'll see what it'll look like next year. Hopefully it'll look a lot better. Hopefully stuff survives, and, you know, by the third year it should start filling out, I hope.
What are you thinking, Shadow?
I went back up to Maine, Vinegar Hill in Maine, for another concert. Done now them for several years. This year, Billy Sturch was not available to do the show with me, so I turned to my buddy Keith Cotton, who is a wonderful accompanist, a very nice man, and he did the show with us. It went really, really well. So thanks to everyone who came.
Yeah, check 2. Yeah. Yeah, check 2. Yeah.
Rehearsal.
Yeah, check 2.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, check 2.
Hot already, and we're not even beginning.
Can we just sing a little bit of Preacher Man so I can
Yep.
feel that?
Jimmy was a preacher's son, and his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gather on a pond and talking, cousin Jimmy would take me walking. Up through the backyard we go walking. And look into my eyes, Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever be the same was the son of a preacher man. The only boy he could ever see the same was the son of a preacher man. He was.
unfortunately, we have lost two more amazing icons. Of course, the incredible Tina Turner. I don't sing any of her songs. That's, a very different style. I love her, but I've never done any of her songs. Although my very favorite one, we decided we would just quickly work up, Billy and I. I have a little snippet. Ellen, I think, filmed this at one sound check one time. We were just, kind of working it up.
Silly. Here it is. No, I think you're simply the best.
Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone we ever met. What's the word? Well, it's really two phrases, but what's the word? Stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say.
Okay.
And then it's.
I can Google it and see.
Well, I'll find it and I can just.
So you want to do two
I
times
think we
for
should. It's
okay.
kind of, people liked it. I felt like.
Oh, I think I agree.
So let's just do two. Let's do it again. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. Stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. I don't know this part, but I find it. Yeah. You can sing with me.
Simply the best. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone Stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. You're simply the best.
And then, of course, we lost another huge icon, but someone who seemed like they would just go on and on and on forever. And that was the wonderful Tony Bennett. I'm sad to say I never met Tony. I don't think so. I don't think we ever did any shows where we were on the same bill or anything over the years. I regret that because, wow, what a wonderful performer and apparently just a really nice man. I know David Fink, my bass player, has worked with him many, many times, so I've heard a lot of stories about him and stuff, but sadly I never met him. But we are working up something for that, which we'll be putting into the upcoming live shows. Looking forward to that. So the routine with this bird, that's just added to my morning chores. Of course, it's a very noisy bird. And the minute it hears me in the morning, it wants to get out of its cage. Speaking of cage, I have bought it a brand new cage that I ordered online. It's a great cage. It's made of metal. It was really easy to put together. It's on wheels, rolls around, very easy to clean. It has these trays that slide out. And I found this really cool litter that you put in there. It's made of corn cob, which you don't have to change it for like a week. I was changing every day trying to keep it because it smells. Even after like a day and a half, I couldn't stand it. So this stuff controls the odors. You can slide the tray out, and then there's a grate above that you can slide it in and out, and that's what the bird walks on, so it doesn't mess up that. I'm thrilled, I can't tell you. But what blows me away is I bought this thing, and it's a big cage. I bought it for $96, which is basically almost exactly the same price as that stupid little cage that I initially bought at a pet store here near me. I think there was a bit of price gouging going on there. I mean, it's crazy when you see the two cages side by side. One is just dinky little thing with a plastic and a little metal, and the other is this big heavy duty thing. And anyway, I've got a new cage and it's great. But as I was saying, the routine is I sneak out of the house with the dogs to go down to the barn. Mozart's in the kitchen, corner by the windows on both sides, so he or she can see really well. I'm sure he sees me when I go past outside, heading down to the barn, but I sneak out the front door without wanting to be seen, and then we go down and I throw hay. I'm usually wearing my nightgown. with as hot as it's been, it feels really good. Just being a nightgown. And then I come back up and I feed the dogs, and then I make myself a coffee, and then I open up Mozart's cage and I grab some chunk of apple, and then we go outside and we sit. And he eats little pieces of apple, and then he flies into the grass, goes bug hunting while I sip my coffee. And we usually sit there for half an hour or more, depending on how much time I have. And that's the morning session with the bird. I usually try to take it out about 3 times a day where I go outside with it. And so I'll let it loose in the house, but when it's obviously nice, it's a lot nicer to take it outside. And of course, it loves it because then besides the normal food that I'm feeding it, which is cat food and fruit, it's bug hunting. Caught another bug. It's so funny, every time it catches a bug, it flies up to me. Almost like, see what I got? It just bug hunts in the grass, and also in midair, a beetle will fly by, and it just can fly away from me, grab that beetle, and come right back. Every time, it's so funny. Every time it catches a bug, it flies to me. So look what I got. It's funny. I'm telling you, this bird makes me laugh. They are so goofy and funny and smart. Ugh, it's crazy. And the dogs are just, they've learned it's part of the household now, and they let it fly on their back. They don't really like it when it's walking around on their back looking in their fur for things, but no, they're really good with it, and it's amazing to see them both lying in the grass and the bird is just walking around between them poking in the grass. It's funny. And I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but this bird loves to take baths, which is fine by me. It's a very clean bird. It takes a bath pretty much every single day. It probably would take a few of them if I let it, but I usually set the bath up one time, and it has a good old bath. Another funny thing I've noticed, I don't have this on film yet, but I haven't videoed it yet. When the bird goes into full-on sunlight, they hold their wings out and spread out their tail feathers and hold their wings out and fluff up all their feathers all over their body and over the head, and they sort of half shut their eyes and they just sort of go into almost looks like a daze, and they sunbathe. First time it happened, I thought, oh, something's happening to this bird. It's dying. It's having a heart attack. I didn't know what it was, but then I realized, no, it's sunbathing. Mozart knows I don't like it to fly on top of my head. Of course not. I don't like you up there. And it's constantly doing it. I'm constantly knocking it off. And I'm convinced it now knows it's not supposed to. It's almost like a naughty little kid. It squawks when I tell it to get off, and I shake my finger at it, and it gets all feisty with me when I do that. But it's funny. It definitely knows it's not supposed to go there, and it constantly wants to fly on top of my head. Hey, Moz. Hey, Mozart. Hey. Oh, no, we don't want you up there. Oh, no. Don't want you up there. Come on. Get off. Get off. No. Really don't want you up there. Come on. Get off. Get off. Yeah, go in the grass and eat. Hey. And of course I say it's smart, and it really is. It used to be no problem to grab it, hold of it. I mean, it's always with me. It only flies away like 30 feet and flies right back. You know, sometimes it does zoomies outside and it just squawks and squeaks and flies as fast as it can. You can just tell it's having fun and flies around and flies right back to me. But it always wants to sit here. But it doesn't want me to grab it because it's learned that probably if I'm going to grab it, I'm going to put it in the cage. So now I have to trick it into all these different ways I have of catching it. And one of them is to, sometimes when I've set up my computer for quite a long time, it will sit here, and after it's done all its acquisitive kind of stuff, it's ready to take a nap, so it falls asleep, and then I grab it. And then the paper towel thing. I had those paper towels and it ripped a hole, and as I said, the bird makes me laugh. The other thing it seems to love is my laptop. I usually sit there when if I'm sitting at my desk and it sits with me here on the desk, and it just loves it. I have just one little clip. It goes between where the keyboard meets the screen, and it goes up to it and squats down and does. That's why I think it's a female. It does almost like a little nesting thing, but in the video it kind of looks funny. It looks like it's typing. Mrs. Jones, take a note, take a memo. Typing. It's helping me type. I need those. No, no, no. What are you doing back there? What are you doing? Where'd you go? What's her? I think Mozart likes it. I look ridiculous. I was going to take this off before I came out of the ring. I rode him in the ring in the sun for a little bit and planned to take this off when I hit the trail. And I forgot. I just hope nobody sees me. Look like Daffy Duck. Alright, well, that's it for this bits and bobs for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what the next one will be. I'll figure it. Maybe I'll do another blast from the past, pieces of the past or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But see you around.